Welcome back to Scottish Movies, and it's time to go through everything I've picked up this week and everything I've had delivered. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start this week with my deliveries, and I've just got the one this week. This is a TV series that I picked up from CX online. I think it was about £4 plus the postage, and I picked it up with my voucher. And it's a series called Remington Steele, starring Pierce Brosnan. I remember this from the early 80s. I wouldn't have been very old when this was aired, but I do remember sort of watching it. I do wonder whether this is what helps get Pierce Brosnan the Bond role, because as you see there looking all suave and sophisticated there. Basically he plays this guy that's he's like a detective agency, and this woman has a boss called Remington Steele that's basically made up. He doesn't exist, and ultimately Pierce Brosnan sort of joins him and takes on the role, and it's just sort of basically detective stories basically where they have to solve mysteries and that. I since I got this, I've watched I think it was the first episode, and really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's good. It's a lot of fun. Classic sort of 80s stuff really, and I wanted it for the TV collection, so yeah, happy to pick up Remington Steele. Comment down below if you've ever even heard of it. Okay, so next I'm going to move on to my pickups. There's not tons this week, but yeah, the first place I went to was local cash converters, cash generators, and they're doing DVDs are 10p each, and the Blu-rays are 80p. Strange prices, but well, the Blu-rays I thought anyway. But I'm not going to complain. So I got 4 pickups there for £1.10 it cost me. First thing I picked up was a Blu-ray. I have seen this film. It's starring Tom Cruise. It's Jack Reacher. I enjoyed this film. I thought it was good. I know it's based on obviously a book, and Tom Cruise is basically a short arse, and he's nothing like the guy in the book. But what it was, a standalone film, I quite enjoyed it. I know there's a sequel to this, which I'll have to keep an eye out for, so I've never actually seen the sequel yet. But happy to add this to the collection. I thought it was a pretty good movie. Next up is the DVDs, and yeah, as I say, these are all 10p. First one I picked up is a Christmas film, and it's basically Holiday Inn with, is it Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire? This has got the song White Christmas featured in it. I know this is an old classic. I've never seen it sort of out in the wild before, and I thought I'd pick it up for Christmas and maybe give it a try. I've got White Christmas, so I've never seen either, and I've still got like the It's Wonderful Life, so I need to get onto these older movies for Christmas. And I saw this one, I thought I'd grab it. It's seems like an hour and 40 minutes, so yeah, thought I'd pick that up. Save that one for Christmas. Next up is a Denzel Washington film. It's from the early 2000s, I think. I've never seen. It's called Out of Time. I don't know really anything about this, but I do like Denzel Washington. It says, how do you solve a murder when all the evidence points to you? So yeah, that sounds pretty good. Comment down below if you've seen this one, guys. It just must pass me by, but like I said, I do like Denzel, so look forward to checking it out. And it's only 10p. Next up, I've got a double pack, where I think I've actually got the first movie out of these two, but this was like 10p and it's a double pack, so I'll probably just keep this one. And it's Fern Gully, The Last Rainforest, and also the sequel called The Magical Rescue. Never heard of that one. I thought I've heard of the first one. In this, like, what we based Avatar on or something, I don't know. But yeah, double pack, 2 movies, 10p, so 25p a film. That's all, you can't argue with that. Next up, I went to local Bernardo's, and I managed to get 5 for £1, including a couple of titles which will be going to CEX. I'll tell you about them in a minute. Yeah, first we picked up some Looney Tunes. This is the best of Daffy Duck and Porky Pig. Yeah, this runs for 95 minutes, and it actually got some Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century on this, which is one of Daffy Duck's characters, and obviously Porky Pig's in it, and hopefully hoping for a bit of Marvin the Martian as well. So probably purely for that, it's going to be worth a pick up. Used to love watching them back in the day. So yeah, that's Daffy and Porky. Next up is a film which says it's the best John Grisham adaptation since The Firm. I've never actually seen The Firm, and it's like the one with Tom Cruise. But I picked up Runaway Jury with Gene Hackman, and it's got John Cusack there. Pretty good cast. Dustin Hoffman, and is that Rachel Weisz? I think it's Rachel Weisz. Yeah, pretty good cast. So I don't really know anything about it. It just says good, solid thriller here. So yeah, I thought I'd grab that for 20p. Next up is a film I've seen, and I do want to pick up on Blu-ray in the future, but I thought I'd pick up DVD for now. It stars The Rock. It's one of his early ones. The Rock and Sean William Scott or Stifler. It's Welcome to the Jungle. I remember this being a lot of fun. And yeah, I just wanted to give it a bit of a rewatch. So yeah, happy to pick that one up. And the next one I picked up is the first one, which I'm going to give a watch. I've not seen it. It's a rather recent movie, but I will be trading to CX. I picked up Where the Crawdads Sing. Yeah, I don't know nothing about this film whatsoever, but I know it's quite a recent film, and yeah, for basically 20p, I thought pick it up, and it does trading for CX for £1.20. So you know, I can give it a watch and then trade it to CX. And the next thing I picked up, which I didn't think they would charge me as part of 5 for £1, but they did, so I was stoked to get this. Is basically a Wii game, which is Zelda Twilight Princess. It's Twilight Princess, yeah. I've got a Wii, but I've still got like the Zelda game on the Switch, which I barely scratched the surface of. So I'm not too fussed about this, but the main reason I got it is because it trades in CX for a £5. So yeah, that's a no-brainer. So there's what, £6.20 to get back from CX for these. And a bit of a spoiler there, I only actually spent, I think it was £6.10 altogether today. So yeah, there you go. Pretty much get my money back from CX and able to add a few things to the collection. Also in Bernardo's, they had a couple of box sets here, which were £2 each. Now this first one I did only pick up for one reason. I'll show you what it is first. It's Comic Heroes. This is basically 3-disc set of featuring Beano All Stars, Nasher and Dennis, and Banana Man Series 1, and that is basically the reason I picked it up. I remember watching this as a kid, Banana Man Season 1. Yeah, I wanted to grab it just for this. This was great fun, starring the voices of the Goodies, if you remember them, or Bill Oddie, Graham Garden and Tim Brooke Taylor. But yeah, it's got about 10, 12 episodes on this. So yeah, wanted to add that to the collection. As I say, also a couple of other ones, some Dennis the Menace, and I think there's everyone's on that, the Bash Street Kids. I didn't used to read the Beano back in the day, but I'll be honest, I'm not really fussed about watching these cartoons, but Banana Man, yeah, I did want to add that to the collection because I just remember that from when I was a kid. And the final pickup I got today, for £2, is a TV series. Well, I've never heard of this, but it's I think it was like a mini series and it says from executive producer Steven Spielberg, and it's some sort of Western thing, and it's called Into the West. As you can see there, it's a pretty cool set. It is Region 1, I think. Yeah, Region 1, which you can play Region 1 DVDs, not a problem. But yeah, don't know. It's got some famous actors in it. Well, let's open this up. It's got 4 discs, but yeah, it looks like quite an interesting series, mate, like mini-series. New stars in it. Beau Bridges, Matthew Modine, Kerry Russell, and I believe I think I read up Skeet Ulrich's in this sort of Scream, and someone else I've forgotten. But yeah, it's a 12-hour TV events featuring 6 episodes, action-packed miniseries. Yeah, it just sounded pretty good. So I've never even heard of it. I think it is. What year is it from? 2005. So it's probably not something that was aired over here. Comment down below if you're near to this, guys. But yeah, I thought I'd grab that. It's not something I've really seen before. And yeah, that is it for the pickups this week. Nothing massively special, really. I've got myself a bit more CX credit, so I'm happy with that. Get to add a couple of titles to the collection. And yeah, that's it, really. Yeah, don't forget to like and share and subscribe this video. And yeah, I'll see you for some more pickups. Bye, guys.